No woman, no cry.
Yeah.
Mic check.
Mic check 2. Generally check yourself before you wreck yourself in a race car going really fast. You got to check yourself out. Listen, I've been thinking, is there a way for me and you to combine our expertise together, you as the snake master and me about the NASCAR things I've studied? When we put those two things together, the only thing I can come up with is maybe we can figure out who is a lizard man out of the drivers. Which driver is most likely to be a lizard man from another planet trying to take over the Earth?
We could do that. Today, I was actually taking photographs of a lizard.
Yeah? What type?
A fence lizard. And lizards, they just like to come out and be seen and like to lay on stuff and sit in the sunshine and they look at you.
Yeah.
And then they just run off.
Okay.
So
They just want to show off and
I
then not
think-
stick around for responsibility and relationships, you're saying.
Absolutely.
Cold-hearted people.
I think Joey Logano looks like a lizard man.
Joey Logano. Maybe. He get magic hair. Could happen.
He does. He likes to come out. Likes
Show
for people
himself
to show himself. People look at him. Put his sunglasses on. He likes to get in the sun. Then he just gets in the car. And
All right, that's it. Confirmed. Joey Logano. Lizard man. Lizard Reptilian of the Week, folks. Let's wrap it up and look at some NASCAR paint schemes.
woo!
Oh, I tell you what, I'm happier than a four-legged chicken at a tap dancing contest because it's coming up to Darlington this week,
That's
baby.
right. Throwbacks.
Woo, we're going to have the old school come up for the new fools.
Yeah.
See what's going on. We're going to look at all the paint schemes they're going to have. First one coming up,
The winner of Kansas.
the big ham himself,
He got
Din
a
Din.
big shuck of corn as his prize
Yeah?
after he wrecked my boy on the last lap.
Yeah, well,
Thank you,
he
Denny.
said he didn't get into him. He said it was a turn. He said it was accidental. You think it was intentional?
Well, I watched the I watched the in-car audio and video from the 5 car of the last 2 laps of the race.
Mm-hmm.
5 car was in the wall quite a bit on his own
Yeah.
before the 11 came up, but I mean, he hit him. He did touch him. He had
Sure.
to. So
Listen, I'm not saying he's wrong for doing it. I wanted the 5 to win. I'm more of a 5 fan than I am 11 myself. But I would have done the same thing if I was Denny Hamlin.
yeah, I mean,
Who wouldn't?
sure,
Right?
Yeah.
I like the throwback this year. Much better than that, red crap he was always running with the fireball.
Yeah, he always runs that sports.
I didn't
bliss.
care for that. I like this old FedEx-looking package. I'm digging it. It's maybe not necessarily a car, or is it a car? That might be kind of a layout for
You
the
like
old
the
one.
old package.
ho, 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 ho. You women, sure. I tell you something about packages. You want to receive one in the mail
Yes.
full of autographs? We got
Yes.
3 autographs we're giving away. All you got to do is say who wins Darlington in the comments. You name it, you win it. It's that simple. If more than one person picks the right person, then we'll random draw, and that person will get some persons. And only one person will win. Second place, your boy. Look at this.
Something different.
Something different.
Woo!
Nice. Listen,
Yes.
at first I was disappointed because there was a fake going around of Tara Labonte's, like Kellogg's Classic 95-96. But this is cool, too. Smoke throwback when he drove for Rick in a Busch Series
Oh,
and won Daytonas.
nice.
Yeah. It fits well with this car, too.
Nice, man.
It looks like it's made for this car.
Daggone, we're going to Darlington. Larson, you have to win so I can get this die cast. Come on.
I mean, you could buy the diecast even
Ah.
if he doesn't win.
I need a raced version win.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's a hot one. I like this. I like this a lot. I mean, I really wish they were running something like this as the primary.
I know.
It's hot. All right. Ooh, look
Another
at this.
nice.
Man. Jeff Gordon coming in strong. Listen, this is a advantageous one if you ask me. This one they put some work into. This was not an easy one. Even when they painted this sucker, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
So I like this one. I like the way they did it. It's very true to it, even with not saying DuPont on it. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, man,
Digging it.
I can't remember. Was this like mid 2000s or?
Oh no, it was 90s,
Oh, this is 90s.
late 90s,
Okay.
mid to late. Oh man, I used to know the year. I want to say 97, but I could be off. It's somewhere in that range though.
I like it.
Yeah, cool scheme. Bubba is ruining the party. He just.
He's got.
You ever thought it's Darlington? It's the time to get a throwback.
Well, he's put the sugar back in this week.
Well,
he didn't have any sugar last week.
That's true. He couldn't. He wound up 4th,
Yeah.
which is not bad. Listen, I said last week he was going to be checkers or wreckers, but he pulled it home top 5.
Yeah.
He showed the maturity there of not throwing it away. I'm not saying he usually does that, but I just thought he would go a little harder. But listen, top 4, a 4th finish, not bad. But on the hood of this, you can't see is a giant QR code on the hood. It's a letdown to me. I like Dr. Pepper, and under normal circumstances, I would say I like this color scheme. But Darlington, no, you shouldn't have done it. Oh,
whoa!
This boy coming out hard.
Dale Jarrett.
Oh, Dale Jarrett with the UPS on the 88 car.
Nice.
Pulling down to Bucks. And I guess you could say, I mean, this one's definitely the 88. He took UPS with him over to Michael Waltrip in the 44.
Man. You know what I'd like to see?
What?
I mean, Ross just threw a punch, so.
Yeah.
FedEx versus UPS.
Ooh.
I'd like to see another punch thrown this week.
Man, the rivalry's back. Heck yeah. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that go down, absolutely.
Cool. Nice car.
It's a good one. I like that UPS is on the hood, that they're a partner with it and made that happen. That's hot. But the thing about this week is there's just so many tributes to Dale Jarrett. Like it's like they think he's going to die any day. I don't know. Here's a Penske throwback. This is back to their old car they started out with back in the day. That big Italian job.
It's not doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I get the historic part of it and stuff for them. It's their thing. But they've done this before, too. We've seen this happen several times, even before the throwbacks were a thing. Somebody ran this. I want to say Ryan Newman, but I could be wrong.
It's just too choppy.
Yeah.
And it's like a French flag. And then the 22
kind of
font. And it's just.
Yeah.
I liked the Verizon different paint scheme.
Yeah.
One of the races we went to, I can't remember. I don't know which one it was. Talladega or something. I don't know.
Talladega.
Talladega.
Yeah, baby.
Martinsville, maybe. I don't know. He run that Verizon. I don't know.
Yeah. What about this?
Oh, it's a Casey Kane.
Well, it's Bill Elliott, too. I mean, Bill, remember, had the Dodge to start with, and Casey took it over.
Yeah, but that font's got to be Casey
Kane
Kane on the 9.
It kind of is, yeah. I mean, it makes me think of Casey more than it does Bill, honestly, but it's supposed to be for Bill. But it's well executed. Like, I know it's simple, but you know exactly from a red car with white letters on it, you know exactly what paint scheme this is. So that means it's iconic, you know.
So did Bill have the little flame things out of the 9?
Well, he did, because remember when they first started Everham, Ray had that on everything, right? It was on the 19 also. And when he started the team, Bill was his original premium driver. Bill was in the 9 before Casey came in. Remember, Casey came in, and then they moved Bill to like the 94, and they moved him to 91, and he was bouncing around. Him and Casey Atwood was in the mix and going to be the greatest thing since Cornbread, and no one's ever heard of him again. I don't know what happened. Well, this is a hot one.
That's the Corn Dog Man.
Well, that's true. That is the Corn Dog Man. Boo-hoo again on Martin Truex.
No, it's not a throwback.
Not participating. They just blacked out the auto. I like it better than the normal fish tank car.
Yeah.
But
I typically don't like the auto owners' paint schemes when Martin runs, but this is my favorite one of them.
Yeah, it's
But yeah,
I just wish he'd done something. If he, it's so easy to have tried. Just try. But there's a lot of times he doesn't try there, and he runs. Maybe it's autos. I don't know why auto owners doesn't want to have throwbacks. We've been there with him winning auto owners that wasn't a throwback during throwback times.
Yeah, I've been trying to sell that diecast on eBay, and nobody wants to buy it.
What do you think about this? Throwing it back to some Kurt Busch action, some big feel of the Jordan brand here, and you got the KB on the hood. It's all this Ford together because, what happened to him, Xfinity's in the back. It's a good execution of color. Of course, this is a very drawn render, low graphic, but I like the color matchup. I think it's a good layout.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect the gray, or I wouldn't expect the gray,
right?
Which
absolutely,
it kind of worked. Like if the black, the little black things went on there, I probably wouldn't like it. That makes it pop a little bit more for me. But
yeah, I like it's a good layout. I mean,
I
guess everything's it says Ford together. And then they got McDonald's, Xfinity, and all their primaries there. But I guess it's a celebration again to throw back to Kurt driving for them under those three things since he's out now. That's my guess as to what they're going for here.
Well,
I like it, though. I wish it was more throwback. It's a thank you to Kurt, and that's nice, but they could have done that other time than throwback weekend. Whamp, whamp, whamp. This is sad.
There's a throwback to 2 weeks ago.
I know. This is just, it's no.
Come on.
I'm not happy, RCR.
GS1.
This is, it's normally a fine scheme. Not this week. Don't do this to me.
There's a guy named Dale Earnhardt who used to drive that car.
Exactly. You think it'd be hard to come up with something that he was involved in, possibly, Dale Earnhardt? I don't know. I think we could come up with a great scheme. Maybe they're afraid people will complain or something. He's too sacred for them.
Well, we're complaining about this, so.
Yep, good point. I'm going to probably take a break now. I think I need to lay down and rest because Austin Dillon has upsetted me. He's triggered me. I need a safe space to hide from Austin Dillon, the Monopoly Man. I had fears of the Monopoly Man since I was little. If you don't know about Austin Dillon being the Monopoly Man, well, you need to just investigate a little more on what's going on in the real world.
Yes.
All right, we'll be back right after this.
White Blaze Outdoor provides educational hiking tours, fly fishing trips, and shuttles. We're located in Abingdon, Virginia near the Appalachian Trail. If you are only looking for an afternoon hike to see wild horses or a full multi-night trip, we have what you need and know where you want to be. We are currently booking adventures in southwestern Virginia and northeast Tennessee. For more information, visit whiteblazeoutdoors.com or call 276-356-7068.
And we're back. Rack it up. Stage 2. We're looking at NASCAR paint schemes coming up for Darlington this week. We got 2 tickets and a bad case of head lice heading down there, folks. If you're in the campers, we're going to come walking around. We're going to ask some more questions. We're going to give out what prizes we have left. We might be getting low. You need to get in on these prizes for these questions. Darlington Trivia. Know about it. Get ready. You're going to love it. You're going to love my products.
Yeah.
Justin, have you ever seen a car that you thought, what in the world is going on more than the number 4 car?
I have now.
This is a weird pick to me. A very weird pick for throwback week. This is a throwback, not to Sunny Delight, not to anything that Kevin ever drove. This is a throwback to the car Kevin, it was going to be the AOL car, Kevin was going to drive and make his Cup debut in the number 30 before the tragic accident of Dale Sr. passing and him having to start in the 29 car.
Oh.
So it was going to be blue and yellow. Basically, the only thing they did is they copied where the shapes are on the car that AOL would have been on, and they're like, Sunny Delight. And part of my problem with this is there's like 5, 6 Kevin Harvick throwbacks this weekend throughout different series, and they couldn't even give Kevin one of his own throwbacks. And they're also at the All-Star race going to have him like run a white 29, right?
Right.
And then you show up with this crap?
I don't know.
Come
man.
on, this is
Here comes the money.
money grab at its best.
Kevin and Ricky Stenhouse should throw different orange juice boxes at each other.
They should have thrown back to Ricky Stenhouse in the 17 car, seeing what he was doing.
That's not a good-looking car.
11th place finish, though, for the 4. He's doing all right.
Another one.
Who do you think this is a throwback to?
Well, it
You're
looks like
right.
another Dale Jarrett.
It's the exact same thing
Except
again.
Whatever is that a butter cookie?
I don't know. You know what? I've been wondering that myself. It's Country Crock, but that looks like a cheese sandwich to me being ripped in half. Because if that's just a butter sandwich or a butter roll, that's weird.
I would
Too
like
much.
it if it wasn't for that thing.
I dig it for some reason. I don't know what it is. I've always enjoyed just brown like that and white. Like, I don't know. It looks very 70s, 80s to me, and for some reason I always liked it.
Just put a child's face eating a stick of butter on there would be a lot more
Man, what a
entertaining.
car. What a car that would be.
Entertaining.
I don't know. I'm digging it for some reason, though. Call me stupid, but I'm into the Country Crock. I don't know. Maybe it's the Appalachia in me.
I didn't even look and see. Ricky was next. We were talking about they can definitely throw beverages at each other now.
Absolutely. Right there together, right?
They
12th place for Ricky on a mile and a half.
Yeah, pretty
Hey,
good.
he's got a win. Might be something. Maybe they can make a couple rounds. Maybe.
Nah.
What about this for Junior?
Oh.
He's the,
That's the corn dog man.
you go to the ball field, you want a corn dog.
The Daytona 500 win?
Yeah, the All-Star MLB car he drove. It's well executed, I think.
Yeah, I wish I could see the hood to see what it looks like, but
I think it just says Smithfield across it in black.
well, they love to sell products.
Yeah. I think what was on the hood of Junior's? Was it just Budweiser wrote across it? Maybe.
I think there was an emblem or a graphic on it too, though.
That's what I was
like
thinking.
a baseball or something.
I haven't seen that one in a while.
Yeah,
But well executed, nice car. They picked Junior. I'm not sure why they picked Junior, what the connection is, but I think it's a great idea. It's hot. Here's another loser.
Hendrick.
Can't keep up with the Hendrick boys or anybody else. The 16, not with a throwback.
Was this his best finish of the year though? P14.
Maybe he was close to this one other time, and I can't think of what his other best finish was.
It's a good finish for Allmendinger. He's been having terrible runs.
Right? He's having an awful year, and he didn't play the throwback game with a brand new sponsor.
Looks like a knockoff of a B.J. McCoy scheme in different
It does,
colors.
doesn't it? It looks like a cheap scheme.
Yeah.
This scheme's been run before, and I think it was run in some lower series to start with, and it looked cheap then, and it still looks cheap. Maybe that's just a cheap look.
Black
That's what they go
tire.
for. Yeah.
Most tires I see are black.
You know, you can get them in other colors, though, now. They cost a lot more money. You can get them where the smoke that comes out's different colors, so you can have your wife breathe it in to know what type of genitals your fetus should have when they have those things. Have you seen
Oh, that sounds terrible.
that? Yeah, it's awful. Definitely don't want that or to
I ain't going to Disney World either.
deal with
Nah,
any of that
that's-
crap. Oh, my gosh.
Is this
Oh.
Ricky Rudd?
Comes the money.
Ricky Rudd
Wow.
throwback from Suarez.
Woo!
This is hot.
Man, I'm
Hot.
jumping on this
Yes,
for the
yes.
wrap
Absolutely.
of the week.
That is, I was thinking about
Nice.
giving it to it myself. Pick of the week. That is a hot car.
Wow.
Hotness. Oh, I hope he has
my
a good
boy,
race.
I hope my boy Suarez, has some better luck. He's just,
Yeah. Man, look at it. It's so well done, this scheme. Trackhouse don't play. Trackhouse is
Yeah.
going to come up. Listen,
they got
if you're not on the
killer
Trackhouse
schemes.
boat, get on the boat. They're going to win cups. It's coming. They got the energy. They got the power. These guys, they know what they're doing. 100%. It looks like normal, doesn't it? Because it kind of is. Here's what it's supposed to be: is a throwback to his dad's dirt car. Has that lightning bolt on it, and they just used Menards colors, and that's it.
Huh.
And I
Yeah.
mean, I get that he wants to do something for his dad. That's
It's
cool.
different than last week's for sure, but it's
Yeah.
very similar.
But it does remind you a lot of last week's, doesn't it? It's kind of
Yeah.
like the hood just pushed on through. But it's cool for his family. I'll give him that, but it's not my thing. Listen, some of these guys, they do things, for other people. This one just doesn't seem it's for some fans. It's just not for me. I wasn't a big dirt, Dave Blaney fan ever before I was born or whatever. So, yeah, let's see what else we got. 17, ruining the show again. Trying to get him
Here comes the money.
big bank car. Why do they not have a throwback? Why can't they throw back to something when they showed up on the 17 car with Ricky Tiki Taki or something? I mean,
Or something from whenever they opened their bank.
anything.
Anything.
Just try anything.
Except these
Except the same thing you already had. It's
tricolored.
no effort.
Even though I do like the
I do like
colors.
it too. This is just the one week, though,
I
that you
know.
got to mix it up.
Crazy.
Speaking of mixing it up, how about some free autographs?
Who wants some free stuff?
Ooh, free stuff. All you got to do is tell us who's going to win Darlington in the comments. Same scheme.
Oh.
The whole team said, no, we're not participating in throwback. And, boy, what a missed opportunity.
No chance. That's what you got.
That's exactly what they got right there. Darlington's a hard track, and this man, he needs good
Yeah.
finishes, and he's not getting them.
Yeah, rookies don't fare well on the big lady in black.
Well, this is his second year. Or third. Remember, he's been running a while. 31 was live last year, so he's not a
Was he
rookie
in
this
it
year.
Was he in it all season? Or was
All
he just
season last
part-time?
year, yeah. He was part-time before that when he
Oh.
got that 77 win.
I don't know anything.
You do.
I just know Justin Haley doesn't win races.
Exactly. I'm not going to. Oh, I like this.
Ooh.
Listen, I'll tell you what it reminds me of right off the bat. It's a lot of people. But just like I talked about earlier, it also reminds me of Casey Atwood because he had a Castrol GTX scheme just like this running at one point. This is a hot car.
Every week.
Hot car.
Every week.
I saw something this week of drivers
Weekend.
being asked about throwback paint schemes they like, not from this year, but from other years. Brad's there, like, talking. He's about the layout and talking about the details. You know the man appreciates schemes. A lot of thought you can tell just from that video goes into this. I'm going to reward him. I'm going to tell him right now. I'll give it to you, Brad. You went out and you searched it out. Rap of the week, buddy. Go for it. The man is consistently making paint schemes. He should be in charge of everyone's. It's that hot. I love it.
It looks like something that, I don't know. I don't know.
Chris Hansen? What about this ugliness? I don't care
7-Eleven?
for this.
Is that?
You know, that's what I thought at first. This is a throwback
7-2?
to his grandfather's late model that had 7-Eleven wrote on the side of it, like this.
I'm surprised. Of course,
yeah.
I mean, I guess Spire's just like, yeah, whatever. We'll just do what we want. I'm surprised.
Well,
the
Rick gave him the
sponsors-
money. Rick's just say, yeah, whatever. Yeah, y'all doing stuff over there. I mean, Rick owns National Guard.
Well,
He's just sending money. He's like, yeah, y'all have fun with it. Go
oh, yeah,
ahead, kid.
I just now noticed that he's got his nation's guard on there.
Yeah, so they're just like, whatever. I don't care for it at all, honestly. I'm just being truthful. Again, another family thing. Go for it if you want to. I'm not interested. Don't call me on the phone.
I just like it because they did something they shouldn't be doing.
That's true.
You shouldn't be putting different numbers on the same car.
Could
If I was sponsoring this car, I'd be like, no.
No, forget that. We're not having.
That's why I like it.
We're not having 11 on here. All right, Rebel. Ooh, I dig this. I like this. You know, of course, it is a throwback to the King.
The King.
But I like the black roof placement.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you almost like Allegiance there, but it's not as in your face as it normally is. It's like all the other little things going on.
Just by changing the color of
Getting that petty in there. I like this better than the normal one for sure. There's better petty schemes, absolutely. But this is still a cool one, and I like the way the roof's done.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
I think it'll look even better. Like, I noticed the races we go to, sometimes, most of the time it's better. Sometimes it's not, but when the cars get on the track, sometimes they look different than when these pictures were
Sunlight, getting those hues out there, seeing what's going on.
Magic.
Oh, here he is.
Ty Dillon.
The man without a plan.
Ty Dillon.
Also running some sevens. He is running a throwback to back in the day, Joe. Wait a minute, hold on. I've got a head cold, if you can't tell, and my memory from these allergy medicines is not what it is. I cannot remember the name of the man he's throwing to. It's Joe Lee. Oh, dang. Hold on, it'll come to me. Johnson? Is that right?
I don't know.
I don't. What?
All I know is Ty Dillon
Dillon
finished on the lead lap. He was the last car
On the lead lap?
on the lead lap,
That's pretty impressive, Ty.
30 seconds behind the leader, so he was
That's not impressive, Ty.
very close to being a lap down.
What do you get, 22nd?
22nd.
Is that where we are?
It could be his best finish of the year.
Didn't he get 15th at Talladega? 16th? So he's close.
I don't know.
This was a good, for a mile and a half, that's a good finish, though. I don't care for this either. I know they were looking for a number to match. I don't know. There's, what about one of them Jasper Engine 77s or something from back in the day, throwbacks? I don't know. They wanted to go really old school. I guess maybe it was a whole team thing.
Come on, Ty. We want to have you on the show.
Oh, he's a magical man. Definitely can get it done. All right. Oh, guess who's back? It's the big man with all the
That's
money.
the corn dog man.
The corn dog man driving his own scheme back from the dead. Ryan Newman.
Oh,
Ryan Newman to the 51 confirmed. Cody Ware was the only thing standing in the way of Ryan Newman being a cup racer again.
and Biohaven completely changed their
Biohaven
minds.
said, oh my God, anything for Ryan Newman.
Let's make this car look completely different.
do it. Switch it up.
And it's a
All
Brian Newman
tell.
throwback, yes, to the
Ryan,
birth of cell phones.
That's it. Beautiful. He's going to run it. He's going to run a couple other 51 races and see what happens. I got an idea of what's going to happen. Absolutely.
That's what's going to happen.
Listen, JJ's done some better work, but come on, it's Rick Ware. Flush the toilet. This crap sucks. All right, here's another one. I'm not a big fan of this one. It's got an 80s vibe to it. Ellen Sawyer drove this back in the day. Serial One, though, they make e-bikes.
Yeah, you sent me something about.
You were talking about buying
E-bikes.
1,000 e-bikes and opening up an e-bike store.
I could get Todd's autograph if I do.
Well, what a value.
Right?
We're giving away 3 autographs ourselves
I know.
for just naming who wins the race, and you've got to spend $100,000 on
$2,000.
bikes, and Todd will send you one. Man, listen, Todd, you need to get on our level of value over here. This is Bristol, baby.
Bristol, baby.
That's right.
We're giving away stuff. We ain't playing games. Serial One, come on. All right, let's take a break. See what do the math. See how much. I bet we could just buy Todd Gillen's car.
Probably for all those e-bikes because
Let's
they're
do it.
$2,000 a piece. I'm sure.
Jeez, that's a little bit of money, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think I want one. All right, see y'all later.
White Blaze Outdoor provides educational hiking tours, fly fishing trips, and shuttles. We're located in Abingdon, Virginia near the Appalachian Trail. If you are only looking for an afternoon hike to see wild horses or a full multi-night trip, we have what you need and know where you want to be. We are currently booking adventures in southwestern Virginia and northeast Tennessee. For more information, visit whiteblazeoutdoors.com or call 276-356-7068.
Wrap it up. We're
Hey!
back, wrapping up things and putting them in bags and throwing them out in the ocean. Car batteries mainly. It's
Yeah.
good for the environment, charges the electric eels. Somebody's got to do it.
Yes.
Be an environmentalist, kids. We're looking at NASCAR paint schemes coming up for Darlington. We're going. Are you going?
I'm going.
Oh, we'll be there with the old people running into the new people and knocking them
Hitting
out of
walls.
the place. They're going to get slap happy down there, and we're going to be there to talk to you, Pappy, about it.
We're going to
Running-
give them hats. We're going to give them shirts.
Shirts. What kind of prizes?
We're gonna
What
give you
else?
Coins.
Coins,
We're gonna
points.
give you all the points you want to the arcade.
That's it. If we run out of prizes, I'll hand out points. You get 250 points. The right question. You go play basketball. You tell them right at the start. I got 250 points. I want to start the game with.
That's right.
Bring them from Darlington with me. I'll sign off on
This
it.
is a hot car.
This is an amazing
And
car.
The rumor is today, I heard this. The rumor is today that Josh Berry could be out of the 48 and Matt DiBenedetto being put into the 48 pretty soon.
Matt DiBenedetto to the 40. Why? Why would this happen?
Oh, well, DiBenedetto
What?
posted something on his socials of his team at Hendrick Motorsports.
Yeah.
And the argument is that Barry's going to be in the 4 next year, so the team's already kind of like, we don't want you associated with this other team, blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
Well, if that's the case, I mean, he's still driving a Chevy Xfinity car the rest of the year. Or is it
Right.
just Hendrick doesn't want him to be there at all in case that he might go with a cup car information to the fort? Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe if he
Like I
signed,
said,
if
it
he
was-
signed the dotted line, I guess that could be it.
It
But
was
why
speculation.
Why not Justin Allgaier? Like, it just seems like a I don't know.
I guess people
I-
were just throwing darts because he was at Hendrick for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah, probably. Seems random.
It
Seems
is.
random. I don't know. Interesting,
Take
but
the Target
random.
bullseye symbol off his car, and I would think this is a really hot car.
It's nice. You know, this is a throwback to his Spotters race car. That's, again,
Weird.
it's another friend family thing. But the paint scheme itself is just hot. If this was the regular Ally scheme, I'd be like, dang, Ally looks hot.
Yeah.
But I don't, not in the throwback way. What about this?
Mm.
Here's the fish man himself from the fish house that loves you.
Mm.
They could have easily done a throwback to him for errands or something when he first started. Michael Waltrip, 00 car, 55 car. They had errands forever over there.
Yeah.
But anyway, my point is they're year to year at front row. What if McDowell doesn't have the same thing going on next year? I hope he does. He should have honored the man a little bit with his own career. Or somebody else. Do something, please.
Yeah, I don't like that it's not a throwback, but I like this paint scheme.
I mean, it's all
I like
right.
I like the paint scheme a
It's
lot.
all right, you know,
No, it's great.
It's all right.
Michael McDowell loves it.
I guess he does.
And this
What about
is the guy that just took
Brian
a
Priest?
bucket of white paint and said, "Hey,
He is a magic man. He figures he doesn't have to paint his cars to be able to look good, and he's wrong. This is a throwback to his dad's scheme, I think, or his grandfather's. I think it's his dad's. That his dad ran in late models or something. Again, I'm sure that's nice for them, and it's cool and everything, but for the fans, I'd rather you do something else. I'd rather see cars of famous race cars. That's just me. Here's worse one. Absolutely worse. Brandon Poole driving the 15 again this week. Man, What is this even about?
What is this?
If you even realized what scheme this is throwing back to, you'd be like, what in the world? Clint Boyer threw back to this same scheme with the blue and the white, and when you see the regular scheme, you're like, what in the world? Maybe if you saw the top where there's like blue down the middle, but where the numbers push forward, this looks like trash. Like,
Wow.
it's literally like we got a white car and some stickers.
It's cheap.
They missed the mark so far.
Sorry, Ryan
So far.
Priest. I take back my negative comments after seeing this.
They really saw what Ryan Priest was doing and said, we can do it worse.
We can do it.
Here we go. 28th place
Wow.
for Brandon Poole.
Yeah, he's.
Uh,
At least he didn't get in Ross Chastain's way this week.
yeah, right. Ooh.
Uh,
I'm gonna. I know you're not
Huh.
a big Jimmy fan, but Jimmy ran this at the 600
yeah.
and kicked some butt with it, and it was pretty hot.
Huh.
I'm digging it. I like that they went with it. It's definitely better than the normal Sunseeker. You know, Jimmy's a big Low. You know, it was Lowe's Motor Speedway for a long time while Jimmy was driving the Lowe's car. It was
He's
his house. You know,
won everything there. Lowe's was throwing that money on the track.
absolutely. They just pile it up there. Here you go, Rick.
Hendrick.
Load it up. Take off. I like it. Gregson got punched in the face. What do you think about that? What do you do with that?
Here's what I hate about the whole thing
Yeah?
is that the clowns, security guards,
Yeah.
got in the way.
Yeah, right.
If there's going to be
Dude.
an altercation,
Just let it go.
let the altercation play out
I can see
until unless somebody's like just like stomping somebody's head or something.
Well, that's what they're afraid of, somebody getting hurt. But listen, they've been getting prepared for that. I saw the way that dude broke that down. He catches with his arm the punch that Gregson throws and then lunges back to his head. He knew exactly what he was doing, I can tell. He knew exactly how to block that punch and disabled Noah from being able to move out again. And you can see there that Watermelon Man also has his arm hung, but he is pushing against the hand of the bodyguard at the back.
Mm-hmm.
He knows to pull back. Like, they have worked this as a scenario. That has been practiced. I guarantee they knew that was
Yeah,
coming,
I'm
and they
sure.
got ready for it. They rehearsed that.
Whatever.
Well, he definitely came out looking like the hero, hitting somebody in the face and not getting hit back himself. So, what about this big Jeff Burton energy? I got to give it to the boy.
Exide batteries.
Exide. We had an
Yeah.
Exide plant right down by the track here.
Bristol, baby.
We did.
And it poisoned plenty of our friends. It was awesome. I used to own a business with a man who worked there afterwards, whose clothes would deteriorate from his body from going into this one room there.
Nice.
It would eat the cotton away. So no
Cool.
lead poisoning for him, I'm sure. But this is a hot car.
Yeah, I like something that's
It's-
very different on
yeah.
the 21, and I like it because it's throwback to his dad. That's cool too.
Yeah. See, now here you go. We still got the family, and we executed something the fans like, and it's hot. They pulled this
Yeah.
one off on the 21.
Yep.
And they could have went different ways. There's plenty of 21 schemes to throw out there, and they decided to go a different way. I love it. Failure.
Good
failure.
scheme,
Failure.
but
Failure.
for this weekend.
Failure for this weekend. I wish.
Have you ever?
I love the
haven't.
scheme, but it 2 weeks in a row too. He ran it last
Yeah,
week.
he ran that last week.
So I mean, is there a counter marketing here that everybody has a throwback, and if you don't and hammer it home, that makes the sponsor stand out more? Is it like we don't do it so we get attention, or so we're not in the crowd? I don't know the thought process. To me, you got to take part in it. You just got it.
Yeah, I have no answer there.
Not a good run for the 32 in the 31st place. Do you think he
the
even
two
winds up making the chase
Man,
this year?
Nah, I don't know. I really thought he would because we still have a lot of road courses to come, so maybe.
That's true.
But
That's true.
he's not running very well. So I mean, I know the kid's good at road courses, but you still your equipment has to be. You have to be gelling
Yeah, right.
with your team.
Gotta get
and
it
your
all going.
car, so I don't know.
He definitely
Be
underperforms the 22 and the 12. I mean,
For
and
sure.
of course, he's much younger. I understand that, but I'd like to see it. Okay,
Ooh,
another
some
throwback,
flames.
but not to a NASCAR. This is a throwback to a Tony Stewart car that Tony used to run, an open wheel car. I'm not sure. It's one of those without the wing, like Gordon came up in. What are those are called?
midgets.
Maybe
Or
it's the
no?
bigger one though, the bigger
I don't
version of that. Quarter midgets is the smaller ones. Maybe it is a midgets.
I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a throwback to one of those with the flames. Listen,
That's pretty cool.
Flames is always cool.
Yeah,
Flames
are-
make car go faster. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Manachable.
yeah, right. They could have manichabled an old mantle on there, but they decided to do something different. I appreciate that.
There he is.
Oh, Out of the Groove is coming
Oh.
out. Listen, congratulations to the big people who do this on YouTube and get all the views. All these guys. Look, there's a bunch of different podcasts and things down there in the front and on the side. They've all went in together, and Eric E. Steps went bigger, obviously, to have on the back. They've sponsored B.J. McCloyd for
Wow.
a car.
Nice.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Great job.
Cool.
I mean, when you're doing stuff like this, it's all self-financed. These guys are probably taking money out of their pocket, and
Boom, boom, boom.
threw it BJ's way. I guess they're going to be at Darlington. We're not going to go bother them or anything. We're not those kind of people, are we? I don't know. But we're going to be over in the campgrounds with people, but they're going to be there meeting with people. You're to go talk to them, see what they say. If one of them hits you, you tell them we said don't do that. Okay? We're here for you. You come running to us. We'll take your clicks and wipe away your tears.
Well, at least
Here's 54 with another bad finish.
another.
Which, not that he's always, but he's back to a bad finish, I should say. He was hitting some top 10s out of the park and running,
Yeah.
but he fell off. 34th. Throwback to Bobby Labonte running a Cowboy. No, excuse me, a Washington Redskins scheme from back in the day.
Oh.
Commanders now. When there was a celebration of Joe Gibbs getting put into the Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Bobby Labonte ran this, so they've taken that and switched
I
it
don't
over to
remember
Shriners.
seeing that.
It was like, I think it was a one-time deal on the 18 car. So he's kind of got Grandpa in there, and he's throwing it back to the team, and I'll give it to him. I'm not big on Washington as a football team, to be honest with you. I mean, no offense. The last time they were good, Joe was there, I think. So, I mean, if they want to get well, I'll take a look at it. They're going to get sold. They're going to get redone here soon. We'll see what happens. All right, let's go. We only got a few more. You want to take a break? Let's just power through.
Let's
got two
do
more.
it.
I'm disappointed in my boy.
You got a little wreck.
He way at the back, but no throwback. Really?
And
Man, wouldn't it have been a kick in the teeth if he had like a M&M's throwback first thing like this year in the 8 car?
yeah.
Or just lightning all over the car or something, Like, I want to
Yeah.
throw it back to the old days.
Huh, yeah, interesting.
But I saw a social media post that said they're throwing it back to Kyle's first win with RCR
six
in-
weeks ago.
at California in the Lucas Oil car. At least if you're going to do it, you're going to be funny about it. All right. I like the scheme. Wish there was a throwback to it. But RCR decided not to play. In last place, a man who's pretty strong these days. He's got all the big energy. Mr. Christopher Bell throwing it back
Matt
to
Kenseth?
Matty D. Kenseth.
Matty Deakins, that's him. I remember him.
Oh, yeah. It's his middle name. A lot of people don't know that. Spelled D-E-E. He's named after one of those people from Greece. I can't remember which one. I hate Greece. You ever watch the movie Grease?
I have not watched the whole entire movie. I've seen
bless
clips of
you.
it.
You're a blessed man among men, because I think it might be my least favorite movie on earth. Like, I don't know if I've
Yeah.
ever seen anything worse than Grease.
From the clips,
I haven't watched Grease 2, which I would imagine would have to be worse. Maybe it's better. I don't know. I saw there's a TV show coming out about it. I don't know how I got onto this. But the point is, I like this. Same sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what could have been even cooler, though, if they didn't throw it back to a 17 DeWalt scheme. I know it's DeWalt, but, the fact that Matt Kenseth also drove the 20 car himself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. They maybe could have found something else if it was just for Matt. But then again, really, let's be honest, it's probably all just for DeWalt more than it is for Matt.
Sell them tools.
Yeah, and that's it, baby boys. We are out of paint schemes coming up for Darlington. Justin.
Except for this nice one right here.
Oh, look at that. That's my favorite scheme of all time right there. That's DW's last
the
win
last
ever.
win ever.
Over at Darlington. 92.
And I was at the Bristol race prior to the Darlington race when he won the first race when the concrete was down at night.
I wish I'd got to go. I never listen.
A young lad.
1990. I went to the Busch race where Michael Waltrip exploded the Kool-Aid car at Bristol. That was the first race I ever went to. And then I never went to a race again. I watched it every week, but never went again until me and you went to Bristol 2011. And since then, we've been to over 100 races since 2011.
We doing it.
We making it happen. That's one reason we decided to film it. It seemed like we was going to a lot. Maybe we ought to put it on Prosperity's history. Who do you think wins the big show this week?
I am going. I'm going on out there.
Yeah.
For Darlington winner, and it's psychologically, I think it's maybe because my son was doing a race on the table today.
Yeah.
And this guy won.
Okay. Hey.
I'm going for the
Prophesy.
Brad Keselowski.
Brad Keselowski. Ooh.
Because
wow,
he runs very well at Darlington.
Yeah, that'd be something. That'd be a big energy.
I'm throwing it out there.
Man, and the man makes schemes that's worth it. That'd be a hot one to have, I'll tell you that. But I still think that there's a sheriff coming around to town that just can't be laid down. And I think the 5-car pulls another one. I know I said it last week. I've only one off. Last week I said 5, then 24. He was second, and then he was third, so I was almost right. So if the 11 hadn't been there, I'd have it told. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
If
on.
this hadn't happened and this hadn't happened, I would always be right, right? All right, folks, we appreciate you watching this ignorant show about ignorant crap and how pretty race cars are. If you want some free stuff from us, tell us who's going to win the race in the comments. And if you don't comment. I don't care. I have my own life. I don't need you. I love all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. We'll see you at Darlington.